Today we are looking at how to prevent pampering. First of all, parents should be intentional about raising children. It's not something that just happens, just like any other venture. If you are planning to do anything, you prepare for it, you provide for it, you study about it. Why will the one of raising children be a different thing? So we have to be intentional about how we want our children to be in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, when they are living in their homes. You have to have a plan. They say that he who has refused to plan has planned to fail. So we need to be intentional. We need to work towards raising responsible and dependable citizens. Parents should also start early to do this. How do we start early to do it? By assigning responsibilities to the children. It could be watering the garden, it could be sweeping, it could be mopping, it could be vacuum cleaning, it could be loading the washing machine or dishwasher or anything according to their age. You have to know the chore appropriate for each age of your children. So assign responsibilities to them and demand that these responsibilities are done. Because when you don't demand, they can maneuver. They can, they pretend they forgot. But when they know that even if you remember, even when they have slept, that you are going to wake them up to go and do it, they will not dodge their responsibilities. That is how it starts. Ensure they do their homework and submit on time. I feel bad when I see some parents who will always drive their children to school late. It is not proper. You are not teaching them, you are not showing them the right way. It's not always that they will be around you. There will be a time they will be working, or even if they have their own establishment. If they are coming late, then workers will also come late. No matter, even the person who should supervise, we know how to protect or prevent you from knowing that they come late because you are not there. So anything we do in life, we are doing it for ourselves, because what goes around comes around. We cannot dodge it. So they should do their homework in time. They should go to school in time. Demand from them. Ask for an account of how any money you have given for anything is spent. That's how to teach responsibility. That's how to teach accountability. That's how to teach how to save money. Because if the child brings the expenses and made a mistake somewhere, you have the opportunity to correct the child, especially when they are still in primary school and secondary school. When they are in the universities, they are young adults. What I used to do when my children were in the universities is they know the day we send their money for upkeep. If you finish your own before that date, then you wait for that date. We teach in various ways. It's not only one way. It's for us to pray, sit down and think, this challenge that I am seeing in this child, how do I handle it? God will give you an inspiration. Ask questions. There are people who have raised children and raised many children too. You can ask for advice. There are counselors. Somebody who asks questions don't often make mistake, will not be misled. The other thing is, we need to say no when it is important to say no. There are times when a child is asking for something that you know that this thing is not right, or this thing will lead to danger, or this thing will cause problem, and you say no. Just explain. You are not going to do this for so and so reason. And the child is insisting. That cry should not make you to say yes or the child playing tantrum should not make you to say yes when you know the reason why you are saying no. Parents need to spend quality time with their children. What do I mean by quality time? The spending time that we keep memory with the children, positive memory, so that in future, when they remember it, they will say, oh, this thing happened. Oh, how we had fun. Oh, if my parents will not accept this, So we have to have time for our family. Nothing is more important than raising responsible children. We know we need to work to get money, yes, but plan yourself. Have a plan for every day. Have plan for the weekend. Have plan for the school season. Have plan for everything. If you plan, you will succeed. If you plan and pray. That quality time should make the family to crack joke, to laugh, to, listen, to share experiences and all those things. That's how they learn. But you know that nowadays, phones, TV is no longer allowing families to have family time. But it's our duty as parents to try and make sure it happens. It is part of life. You see our Lord Jesus Christ, many a time he will gather the apostles and they will be chatting. Who do people say that I am? I do it when my children were all at home. Sometimes we ask them, me and my husband, what do you think about us? What are the things you think we are overdoing or we are not even doing at all? There should be assessment. They should speak. They should tell you, because people outside will always hail you as if you don't even sing. But your children, if you are bonded well with them, they will tell you, oh, mommy, sometimes you shout much. Or sometimes you feel you know what I have in mind and it's not the right thing. Yes, be humble enough to accept correction. That's what I mean by spend quality time with your family. Nobody knows it all. If your children are free with you, you have bonded very well with, you will also learn from them. So, another one is that we should ensure that everything we provide for our children will add to their growth and independence, not only for pleasure and fun. We are preparing them for the future. It is a good thing that a child will sit down and say, when I was growing up, my parents don't tolerate this. You know that statement shows that you have shaped that child in a way that child now appreciates. And most often, they say it to other people who did not grow up in the same roof with them. Let there be something the children will think back to say, if not for my parents, I wouldn't have. It's not just providing anything they want, anyhow they want it, So, they should acquire skill. There is no knowledge that is a waste. Tailoring, even painting, even if it is graphic design, even if any aspect of acquisition. I've read some people who have made it in life. They started from secondary school, having that interest. And somebody was mentioning it the other day, that she was 17 when she started the business that is booming now in the university. I'm not saying if a child goes to university will be distracted because she wants to make money. But some people can learn the skill that we use in future while they are in school. Like long vacation now, people are in summer, people are in long vacation now, which is up to 6 weeks. Somebody can learn something that will help him or her in life. The other thing that can prevent pampering is trying to inculcate love in the family. Love, the simplest definition of love is when you are ready to sacrifice for somebody whom you love. Look at our Lord Jesus Christ. He said, who is this friend that can lay down his life for those he loves? So, the yardstick to measure love is when you are ready to suffer, to sacrifice for that person you love. So, many a time, children exhibit what they have learned in anywhere you find them outside home. There's one story that was told in one nursery school. Children were asked to draw anything they like. I just want to show how the things we do can affect the psyche of our children. So children were given paper, plain paper and pencil to draw anything. One child was just drawing, scatter everywhere on that paper, drawing. So their teacher was not happy about it, called the child. Why? Some drew beds, some drew house. What is it? I think it is early primary school. So the teacher was asking, what is this thing you have drawn? After pausing for a time, the child said, it was how our house was the day my dad and my mom were fighting. So you see the impression. Couples who fight, couples who exchange nasty words, the impression you create on the children is not good. And we know them, we teachers, we know them. Those of them who come from chaotic homes, before time you are settling quarrel between them and their classmates. So let us help our children. Let us make them happy. I've already said that love is when you are ready to sacrifice for the other person. So we should exhibit love for the sake of the future, for the sake of the children, for the sake of God. The greatest commandment God gave, our Lord Jesus Christ gave, is love one another as I am. And this charity should begin at home. This love should begin at home. Then we have to teach our children gratitude. Say thank you to them when they have done something. They bring a cup of water for you. Thank you. Teach them and demand for it. Demand them to show gratitude. When you give them something, they let them be taught that they have to say thank you, I appreciate. So gratitude is what makes people to, want to do more for you. Apart from that, some people may say, do I need people for? There is nobody who is an island. There's nobody who is an island. You must need people sometime. So there had been an incident when our children were still young in primary schools and secondary schools. One of the times, one of them had accidents. I was not at home. My husband was not at home. It was neighbors that took the child to hospital, paid before we came, and they started attending. He broke his leg. The leg broke into two. You can't say you don't need people. Nobody is an island. God created us social beings. Even if you have everything in the whole world, there must be an aspect you need somebody. Parents should be firm and demand that these things should be done. You have to have, every family should have a standard. Things like this don't happen in this family. Yeah, it's how it should be. There are homes where you don't fight. Nobody fights in this family. There are homes where vulgar words are not used. Really, every family should have a standard. We can't be running family and safe. Nothing matters. If our offices have code of conduct, why won't our families have code of conduct? Offices or organizations where these are kept, they do well. So we should also make our families to have code of conduct, things that are acceptable in this family and things that are not acceptable. And explain reasons for this. Don't allow the children to use tantrum to subdue you. If you are demanding for something, you are insisting on something, their anger, their flaring up will not, you can calm down while they are flaring up. It's not by force. You don't force. Well, nowadays, flogging is not out of place for children. Child rights abuse is for you to know how to achieve raising these children without harshness. Just say what should be done. Just calm down, be watching. When the person thinks you have forgotten, you insist, you have to do this. The kind of punishment that is recommended nowadays is denying them what they love until they do what you want. You have to start early, but no time is late. That depends on how you want to achieve what you want. Then finally, ensure you avail yourself of opportunities to learn more about family life and parenting. Nobody will do it for you. Family is an institution. You are the one running that institution. You have to try and learn more every time. And pray. Present your family. When you are praying, mention your children by their names. There is importance in naming. When God called Abraham, he changed his name. When our Lord Jesus Christ chose Simon, he changed his name. There is reason. Call your children by name. Present them to God. Ask for what you want. The challenges you are having, present it to God. He says, bring children to me. Bring children. Allow them to come to me. Don't send them away. So, present your children to God and believe that with God, all things are possible. Don't ever lose hope on any child. Keep pushing. Keep encouraging. Keep advising. Keep praying. At the end of everything, you will see that you will win the race. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video.